I mean, it's a $36 billion a year industry. If I don't want to wait for a bartender to come to me, I can buy a SipSkip pass and hold it up, and it signals the bartender to come directly to me instantly. First night we launched it, bartender made $150 extra just clicking phone screens. I would have some of my best friends explaining every single reason why it wasn't going to work. In the last 5 months, we've done over 100K in revenue, 2.3 million profile visits in the last 28 days.
And on our YouTube shorts, we're at what, 24 million views?
Yeah, I'm not over 30.
And you started an app company?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
If you want to do something on your own, it's all in or nothing. It's not a side hustle.
you're only delusional until you're a genius, and then it works.
You guys are promoting alcoholism. How do you wrestle with that?
It's a good question. I asked a big pastor who said the same thing to me.
We're creating a gold pass. It's going to be a subscription-based model to where
I didn't see a where are the girls at button.
Not yet.
What it is, Brad Lee back again with another episode of Dropping Bombs today in the studio, folks. Another real treat for you. Ethan Karian is back in the house, but today he brought his buddy, Sage Gable. What's up? We had to kick it off with a good one, though. Folks, no, I'm joking. He's not a porn star. Ethan and Sage are young entrepreneurs that are taking industry and disrupting it. And it's basically the bar industry. Damn, I need a drink up in this biscuit. So Ethan was here a while back. We talked about his app invention called SipSkip. And I said I'd have him back and see how it goes because he's had a little while. So what's went on since the last time you were on Dropping Bombs, my friend?
Yeah, man. After I got off the pod, had a lot of people coming at me. A lot of different people wanted to be a part of it. A lot of different people wanted to help it grow. Sage was one of the people that.
Did you hear the pod?
I did.
He did hear the pod.
Okay, so I'm a matchmaker.
Yeah, you are.
You're a matchmaker.
Good. That's what the pod's all about, man. Trying to, connect.
Yeah.
Remove obstacles, give out information. So good. It worked.
100%. Yeah, we had a lot of great ideas thrown at us. Some from you, some from a lot of other people, and we took them and we added them to the app, and we have a whole new app that we prepared for you guys, and we're actually launching and announcing it here today. So SipSkip 2.0 is live on the App Store, and you can go download it right now. It's a whole new platform to where the SipSkip Pass is just a little part of it, and it's a data-driven platform that gives virtual real estate to bars and also other apps. Think about it as a bar social media to where they can create platforms for themselves to promote maybe events that they're having, most popular drink specials. Each user can go on their platform and sip or skip, which is like a like or a dislike. And each bar has a SipSkip score. So when you go on Google, it's like 3-5 stars. It could be fake, but when you go on SipSkip, it's by the users for the users. So it's the real score of that bar. If they got a 10,000 SipSkip score, a 100,000 SipSkip score, that's how many people have actually liked that venue in real time.
So this is mainly for drinkers.
I would say yes. I would say people that like to go out, people that do nightlife. We're partnered with festivals. So if you go to festivals, and then also we are about to close some pretty big deals with some stadiums. So if you go to any big football games, basketball games, or even concerts, you'll be seeing us out there as well.
So needless to say, it's growing.
Oh yes,
it's rapidly expanding. And I took a look at the new app. It looks pretty badass. Explain to everyone who might not have picked up the last episode, what is SipSkip?
Okay, so it started out as this concept to where if I don't want to wait for a bartender to come to me, I can buy a SipSkip pass and hold it up, and it signals the bartender to come directly to me instantly. So they walk up to me, they redeem my pass. It's a 2-second process that saves the user 20 minutes, makes the bar $20, and actually makes that individual bartender a little bit of money as well. So like we have the bartenders sign up, connect themselves to their bars, and they have a back end where they can actually see, I just redeemed 50 passes tonight. I made $150, and they can actually withdraw and put it right in their bank account.
How do I get a Dropping Bombs subscription button in SipSkip?
we can talk. We can talk.
Yeah, let's figure that out.
I think we can make that happen.
Now you're going to get people calling you going, hey, dude, can I get this put on there? With the virtual real estate, how do you avoid having too much where now it's just a big ad?
Yeah, we really want to partner with organizations that are going to make the app better. So like, for instance, right now we have Uber on the app, and there's an API to where, like, let's say you're pulling up a venue you guys are planning on going to, instead of being like, all right, guys, we're going to go here tonight. Let's switch switch to the other apps. I can just click the Uber button. It's going to pull me right into the Uber apps. Already going to have the address pull up. All you do is click buy.
Nice.
So we're going to do that with a couple other apps as well, that we've strategically partnered with, especially on this really big tour that's coming up. We're going from college to college, and we're going to put, right now we only have 2 other partners besides Uber on the app. But yeah, I just want to keep it strategic. I don't want to make it an ad until somebody comes to us that would better the platform.
So what did, so now people can go get 2.0 right now.
Correct.
It's live.
Just in the old app store.
It's live.
Download array. Now it says all the people that reached out about the SipSkip website. What were they reaching out about that for?
Well, they were reaching out because, not the website, but just like the platform within itself. They were like, one, it was a lot of people at different colleges that wanted to be ambassadors for their school. They wanted to create content for us, wanted to be the ones that maybe facilitated relationships between the bar, or just kind of made sure the signs were up. 2, we had a lot of people reach out, like I would say mid to older age, that wanted to actually be salespeople in their region. Some of them did great. Some, obviously didn't work out, but
we paid out some commission.
Yeah, no, we did. And it was cool because, like, we had SipSkip, we had it at LSU, and then now we had all these people in different parts of the United States saying, I want to spread the word. So, and then we got,
so people actually listen to this podcast, huh?
I mean, yeah,
I did.
You could say that.
Yeah, well,
that's how I met Sage, in a way.
It's a crazy story. Actually.
Yeah.
What's the story?
So I had this little in my fraternity, JW, and I'll let you get into that.
Yeah. So JW at the time was dating my sister. They're not dating anymore. But we took a hunting trip one weekend, and we're sitting in the deer stand, just drinking beer and talking, and just sitting there waiting for a hog or a deer to come out. And JW starts telling me about SipSkip, and I'm like, listening, and he's like, man, it does this and that, and Ethan, he's my big in my frat at LSU, and and I'm listening to it, I'm like, holy shit, it's a great idea. You need to connect me with him right now. And so within the 5 minutes of us talking about that, I'm texting Ethan, and I'm like, hey man, where do you live, and when can we meet? And he's like, well, I'm in Austin, where are you at? And I'm like, well, I'm down in Houston, I'm driving up to Austin when the next time you're free. So he said, well, I'm free on a Tuesday night. Yep. So I drove up to Austin on a Tuesday night, took him out to dinner, and I said, seeing the podcast, he talks about it very passionately, and I'm passionate about construction. I have a construction company, and I want to build cities one day. So when I talk to people about that, I have this look in my eye that he has talking about SipSkip. I just, my intuition, and I can just tell. So I told him that over dinner, and I said, man, I see where it's going. It's huge. And, I want to do the ride with you and be a part of it. And so after that dinner, that's when I came on board.
And the rest is history.
That's it. Now we're here.
The rest is history in the making.
Well, dude, it's actually just the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's crazy. I mean, how exciting is it for you guys?
Oh, it's been
we've been on
insane.
We've been on a little kind of pre-tour.
Yeah.
Like in the last couple months, in the seed raise, just kind of
we've been traveling nonstop.
Yeah, traveling, getting the funds together. Also, just networking and creating these amazing relationships that are going to take this to the next level.
You guys want additional investors if they're listening?
Yeah,
we're open to it.
Yeah, we're about halfway through our seed round right now, and we're looking to close it up in the next couple of weeks before this tour, because, I mean, after we go on this tour, it's going to be a whole different story.
When's the tour?
Starts August 22nd.
Yeah. So I might have to drop this earlier than later to help fuel that. Otherwise, dude, this thing might not drop till frickin' 2027.
It's got them scheduled.
There's a lot of them in the can. But what type of what would you say the result of SipSkip is going to be overall? Like, where are you guys wanting to take it? You looking to exit it? What are you looking to do? Change the bar scene?
So there's like the 5-year plan, and then there's the 10-year plan. So we have
change the world.
We want to create a household name. Yeah. So we want to do what Uber did to the taxi cab industry. So like, what's an Uber? It doesn't exist. They made it up. So, but when someone says Uber, you think, oh, there's gonna be a car that comes and picks me up and takes me where I need to go. We want to create like an environment to where when you're at a bar and someone's standing there, someone's like, dude, just SipSkip. And they know that, oh, I'm going to hold up a phone, a bartender's going to come right to me.
What happens when everyone's SipSkipping and now you're back in the same boat?
That's the best part.
Real-time
search pricing.
Real-time what?
Search pricing. So the price goes up. Too many people are buying it. Price is going to go up. Not a lot of people are buying it. It's going to kind of drop a little bit. It keeps that silver lining between how packed the bar is and who's willing to buy it.
I love that question, by the way, because it's fun answering.
Yeah.
But what if everyone buys it?
They won't.
You're basically saying that the prices will raise and you'll get the true people that should be skipping. So the VIP status will remain.
Correct.
So I might walk in one day and the SipSkip pass is $500 at this particular place.
I don't know if it'll get there.
But just for shits and giggles.
It's possible, yeah.
But
if it's a high-end place.
But that's how it works.
That's going to be a great world we live in then.
Yeah.
Well, that means, you're penetrated the market, I would say.
And that means the bar's making 70% of the revenue and we're taking 30, and they're splitting it between them and the bartenders.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of cash.
Bars are going to love it.
Yeah. We're printing money out of thin air.
There's so many new things in this new app. Like he was saying, the bar gets that 70%, but out of that 70%, they can allocate however much to that individual bartender that's redeeming that pass. We also have bartender challenges, which came up with this in the last month. And it's one of my favorite parts. It's like, you're going to make money redeeming passes, but there's also these challenges that are like, oh, you redeem 10 passes in a day, you get $50, or you redeem 1,000 passes in a month, you get $1,000. So it's like they're earning money in real time, but if they reach their challenge, then they can just get a check that hits their account. So we're gamifying it, especially for the bartenders.
And I also think it's restructuring.
Whose idea was that?
No guy named Brad.
Yeah. But I think we're also restructuring the bar industry as a whole and making them want to operate better, because we're bringing in a whole rating system. We're bringing in incentives for these bartenders and creating a better atmosphere and making bartenders want to work and be more helpful and serious about their job. Not saying they're not, but and making bars operate better as a business.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so we make it more enjoyable.
Yeah, we really
for the
saw
party goers.
100%. We really saw it at our launch at Murphy's LSU. I remember this was like March. It's the first time we tried out the bartender thing, and first night we launched it, bartender made $150 extra just clicking phone screens, and I'll never forget it. He texted me like, he was like, dude, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. I made $150 extra on top of all my tips. Like, I don't know why, like, all the bars aren't doing this. We have a whole testimonial from him. It's great. And then all the neighboring bars are like mad at their owners. They're like, dude, like, we need to get this on our bar right now. Like, Gabe just made $150. Like,
hey, in these conversations that kind of seeded that idea, it was just chopping it up, shooting the shit. What kind of ideas did you get from the fans, the bomb squad? Were they giving you any good ideas too?
I can't remember any off the top of my head. I mean,
but that one was a good one.
There's been a lot of good ideas.
That was it.
But that one made the cut.
That one made the cut.
And folks, that was old BL. Just giving it, because what I do is I put myself in the position. Like, if I'm a bartender, like, break me off a little piece of that, and I'll be pushing it even more, making sure everybody has it. Not only that, I mean, bartenders, they don't want to walk up and say, fucking tip me better and I'll get to you faster, dipshit. Yeah. There's 500 people at the bar. So like, that gives them a way to like just promote SipSkip, and then it explains it all for them. And hey, it's a SipSkip, what can I do? But I would also be assuming that a lot of people in the bomb squad were throwing out ideas, but none of them made the cut. Any of them?
Only yours.
Well, here's another one for you.
Okay.
Where the girls at?
Where the girls at?
Yeah, dude. Like, if I got SipSkip and I'm already a proud patron, I want to know where the girls are. Mm-hmm. If I'm going to go out with my buddies, I don't mind, buying passes. But like, since you have all the bars on the app, like where the hell are the girls right now? So if I could flip through the app and I see where the girls are, dude, and you know where the girls are because when I register for the app, you know if I'm male or female, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all the girls are over here. Now you say where the girls are.
So yeah, so
red and blue.
we had actually a couple conversations about that exact like feature that we want to add the app with this whole new world of technology. Like, I don't know if you heard about like the people getting found on Facebook and everything. Girls really don't like being pinpointed or having their location out. So we took that idea and we kind of turned it into a heat map. So it's like a real-time heat map of all the users' locations that have used the app in the last 24 hours. Because if you use it in the last 24 hours, that means chances are you're going out that night. So I can be in Austin, I can pull up my phone, I can see, okay, West 6th Street is really red and over here is like a little greenish. That's where all the users are. That's where the nightlife is going to be tonight. So like intrinsically,
yeah, but I don't want I don't want a sausage fest, bro. I don't want to show up
Check
and
the heat map.
see all the frat parties. I want to see where the girls are at.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And if you figure out where the girls are, that's where all the dudes are.
that's true.
So if I'm on your app and I can press one button and it shows me that heat map.
That's true. And yeah, that's
But
where
the heat map is everybody. Where's everybody?
correct.
Where's the girls? I don't care about
Correct.
everybody.
Correct.
Because if I'm going out, dude, there's a purpose. It's to have a couple drinks, hang out with friends, and find me some ladies.
Okay.
Isn't that what it still is? I ain't been out in a while, but isn't that the deal?
Yes, sir.
And,
Yes,
and you
sir.
know, ladies, again, I mean, you know, they don't want to be bothered or pinpointed. I'm not telling you who's where, bitch. I'm just telling you where the girls are.
Mm-hmm.
According to SipSkip data, all the girls are at that one, not that one, where I might have went to that one and said, man, this is lame, and left. Bartender didn't make money. Nothing happened. But if it just beep, and then bars are going to be like trying to figure out how to get the girls in their bar, which
Yeah.
I think they already do. Because I mean, if you're a bar owner, you have to know.
Yeah.
The ladies bring the dudes.
100%.
So where's the girls at? Now, if that comes out in 3.0, again, I contributed again. I like to contribute.
Maybe we'll come back on the pod again.
Yeah. Where
No,
are
it's
the girls
just-
at? Well,
it's
when
a-
you guys are billionaires, then I'll try to get you back on the pod. You'll be like, who? You remember? Brad. Oh, yeah. No, we're busy. So always make sure there's a soft spot in the old dropping bombs category. There should be some sort of like, you know, what is it called when you honor the what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a ohms to, you know the word I'm
like
looking for.
honor something.
Yeah, it's like, you know,
Verbal agreement?
we did that as a
Tribute.
yeah, like a tribute.
Tribute.
Yeah, so there's a dropping bombs. Maybe I'll think of something. I'll text you.
No,
But,
I mean, back to what you were saying about the heat map, or what we were saying about the heat map. It's a whole new like data driven platform. We want the SipSkip pass to be in there. It's going to be in there, but really it's a data play. It's the bar industry is a $36 billion a year industry, and it's growing every single year. And there's so much data that can be bought and sold and also learned about. So like we have features like the I'm going feature, which is good for users to see, okay, 500 people are going to be there that night, but it's also good for bars to say, okay, well, we had 500 people say they were here last night. We obviously had more, but we ran this drink promotion. We did this much in sales and we had a hell of a night. So we should probably do it again. That's real-time data for them to know what works and what doesn't.
Are you getting data back from the bar?
We get all the data. We have all
But
the
if
data.
I hold up a pass and they go, okay, you know, what do you want? Do you know what I ordered?
No,
No.
not,
We're not
not
in
yet.
any POS
Well, I try to
system
figure out
or-
how to tie into those.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's on our radar. It's
Yeah,
a
'cause
future.
now-
there's some
what are they?
things in the vault that we
Yeah.
don't want to announce yet, but yes.
Because I want the data.
That's real time data. There's another play as well. This is really good for like individual bars themselves, which this could also help like the bigger picture. But let's say I'm at a bar. If I sip it, it adds to the SipSkip score. But if I skip it, it actually pulls up this little window where I can say, okay, I didn't like this bar because of this, that. Maybe the bartender wasn't good, and I submit it, and that goes directly to the bar's back end. Nothing's public about it. Nobody sees any bad reviews, but it's real time data for the bar to take and
Now that's
improve
helpful.
their atmosphere for their customers.
Yeah, because again, you put that asshole's comment on the public facing site like
Nobody
Yelp.
likes that.
Well, it's
Nobody
just
likes that.
bullshit, dude.
Mhm.
You know, there's asshole customers. They're going to walk
100%.
in there and then trash your freaking rating.
Yeah, exactly.
But actually giving it to the bar, that's just valuable to the bar.
Exactly. We're helping the
Good actual
bar
feedback.
owners.
Yeah, without slapping it on some public
Exactly.
website.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about like who roofied me button?
Ooh, we're not responsible. Or
Yeah,
liable
we
for
don't
that.
want to get into all that.
Well, like you might as well, like if so you got roofied at the bar, open up SipSkip, let us know.
Oh man, I mean,
Yeah.
that,
Well,
I guess
that would probably go in the skip category.
Yeah, it
They'd
would,
be like,
it
I got
would.
roofied at your bar.
Yeah.
Well, I'd want to know if I had a bar and there was people getting roofied in there,
I guarantee you, if someone got roofied at a bar, they'd probably skip it and put it in the
or
notes.
maybe like a safety feature. Dude, I don't know if you've done this, but also if I'm at the bar, skipping my ass off, skipping a little too much,
Skippy,
and now I'm
skippy.
drunk and I can't drive. Maybe it like automatically calls you an Uber.
Yep, that's where the Uber API comes in.
That would be
It's like,
nice.
ready to go home? Yes. Boom.
Or just, again, promoting safety, safe, responsible
100%.
drinking. If you see that I've used 10 SipSkips at a bar,
Yeah.
like you probably can be sure that I'm a little bit buzzed.
I like that one. So
So
are you ready to go? Yes.
Or if it just shot a little message off to Uber that says, hey, we got a 10 drinker here.
yeah.
And if they don't call Uber when the phone's leaving the bar, tell the police. No, just joking.
Nah, that's a.
You don't want to
Some
crash.
people
You
can
don't want
take
to
down.
crash
Some
your
people
app.
can take
dude.
down some drinks and handle themselves.
Yep, I'm one of them.
We know some. Yeah, we know some.
Dude, so you were telling me in the room, people were calling you asking about apps too. And then you started an
yeah.
app company.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, after I got off, a lot of people were asking me like, "Who's your developer? I want to make an app." And the one thing I saw across all of these people coming to me, they're all getting scammed on their prices. I mean, I had this guy come to me and he was like, "Hey, can I show you this quote that I got from this company? And can you tell me if you think it's good?" And I was like, "Dude, of course." Got quoted like 150 grand to make this app that like shouldn't have costed that. You know, it was a great concept, great idea. And it's a big project, but shouldn't cost that much. And that's just like one of 10 stories. And I had a couple developers that were working for me. And when I came to them and I brought them some of the projects, they're like, dude, let's start a company together. Let's make you the face of it. And when people come to you for projects, we'll handle everything. So now we've actually scaled it in the last 5 months. We've done over 100K in revenue. And we have like 16 full-time employees, 13 developers, and 3 UI UX designers. And the UI UX designers are like what make apps pretty. Like they're making all the front end, making the stuff that makes your eyes go, whoa. And like we also make websites, and we can also run social medias as well. We just actually brought on these partners, and now they're a part of OSTRYX, and we can fully grow organic social media. Like there's nothing paid. We had them running the SipSkip Instagram. I mean, we have 2.3 million profile visits in the last 28 days.
And on our YouTube shorts, we're at what, 24 million views?
Yeah, not over 30.
Yeah, it's just continuing to grow.
They got it down pat. I mean, they can run all 5 platforms at one time, and they know what works, they know what doesn't. And they're just getting eyeballs. So
How do they get the content?
They kind of scrape it themselves. So like if you need personal content, they'll tell you what to make. They'll say, hey, film this video here, do this, do that. Or if you like more of that viral content, they can go get it themselves, scrape it, and like turn it into your own content.
Why is it called OSTRYX?
OSTRYX, I think it just sounds techie.
That's it? How'd you come up with OSTRYX?
OSTRYX.
Yeah, why OSTRYX?
I don't know. I like it.
That was it?
And the logo is
The logo's awesome. It's like this. It's like purple little thing with like the ostrich in it. I don't know. I want to make that like a whole tech solutions company. The idea we had for it was we're gonna start with apps and websites, and then we're gonna grow. And we want to be Fiverr, but in-house. Because you go to Fiverr and you're like, you find this developer, he shits on your project. You got to do this guy. But we want to have a one-stop shop to where you can go and know these guys are professional. They get the job done every single time, and I got to pay once. And I have this saying, you buy it nice or you buy it twice. and you can go to Fiverr and cheap out.
Buy it
But-
twice.
Most of our projects are people that have an app already and they come to us and they're like, yo, can you remake my app? Because I paid
Or fix it.
or fix it. I paid $5,000 to this Indian developer and
You're buying it twice.
yeah, I mean, we look at the code and it's like, you're going to put 1,000 users on your app. It's going to crash.
So I have an app for Lightspeed.
Okay.
It's been ignored for a while, and I needed to update it, and I need to make it new and better. What I call it OSTRYX.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'll use you, and we'll see. We'll see, folks, and we'll have you back to talk about that. Because, dude, my app is like, it worked when we made it, and it still works, but like, it is not what I think it should be.
Yeah. No.
And I can explain what I want, but like, I never have the time, and I don't know who to call, so it's like, I just ignore it.
No. Yeah.
But now that you're saying that, I'm going to use you.
We're the best
Well-
developers, best UI UX designers.
Well, we shall see, because mine's easy.
Good.
It's just really interfacing with the web application, but I need it in app
And the
format so people can do certain things.
So do you only have a web right now, or do you have both?
Well, I have an app. I'll show it to you when we're done.
Okay.
Because I am looking for and was going to say to somebody, hey, what do you want for this? And I always get these stupid numbers too, because
Yeah.
people know who I am
Yeah.
in some cases, and
Try to
they
upcharge
probably
you.
add a couple
Happened to me
zeros.
too. Happened to me
Yeah.
before I made SipSkip. I was trying to make this other app. I got scammed by an app company. So when I saw these other people coming to me, it made me remember like a couple years ago. And I was like, guys, let's start this. Like, we need to help people. And I've been able to help like a lot of people, and it really like makes me feel good about like the industry and like being able to change it and clean it up.
Well, and if you want an app too, go download SipSkip and see how clean it operates.
Oh yeah, you can go download SipSkip. We got a couple
yeah,
apps
it looked
coming out
good.
in the next couple months that are.
I didn't see a where are the girls at button.
Not yet.
Yeah, it needs to be there.
We'll put that in the Lightspeed app.
Okay.
What happened in the New Orleans trip?
Ooh,
Oh.
a lot of things happen.
Yeah. So I get me and Sage kind of brought him into SipSkip. We've been talking. A week later, I get a call. He goes, look, Ethan, this is all going to be really fast, but I got somebody that really wants to talk to you. And I was like, all right. I'm like making a sandwich, and he's like, all right, here, this is Maddie. So links me up. His name is Maddie Beckerman. And he was like, hey, Ethan, Sage was telling me a lot about like SipSkip and your platform. And like, I'm a visionary. I know you guys are visionaries as well. And he's like, I see it. I see it all the way to the end. And he's like, I want to be involved. And he's like, what are you doing next Tuesday? And this is a Thursday. And I'm like, I mean, on that Tuesday, we were supposed to drive to Dallas and meet with the founder of Old Row. And I was like, nothing. And he's like, all right, well, I'm going to New Orleans for the Super Bowl, and I'm going to do a whole bunch of events for my app. And he's like, I want you to come out there with me. I want to talk about SipSkip with you and about getting involved. And he's like, it'll be on my private jet, and I want to fly out there and talk about business on the jet.
So we'll go to Super Bowl, and we didn't go to the actual Super Bowl, but there's an after party. But we went to this event at Ad Week.
Yeah, Ad Week did a whole bunch of events.
And Alex Earl and Braxton Berrios were there. And so we got to meet them and hang out with them, and a lot of great networking opportunities. And we met a lot of people there too.
We met.
How'd you know Maddie?
So Maddie is a close family friend of mine. He used to live in California, moved to the Woodland. I'm from the Woodlands, Texas. It's 30 miles north of Houston. And he moved to the Woodlands, I'd say maybe 5 years ago now. And one of our realtors, my mom, she's on a real estate team. She does staging, Richmond Realty. And so Zach got connected with Maddie, helped him find a house. And so I kind of met Maddie through them because they're also close family friends. And then from there, we just became friends. And, he sees what I'm doing, and he likes entrepreneurs, and, he's an entrepreneur himself. So
Well, he's got a jet, so he must be doing well.
yeah, no, he's done very well.
He's doing well. He's in it for the love of the sport, and that's something like me and Sage both resonate with as well. And that's something we all kind of sat down and was like, look, we can all see the end of anything that we're doing, and that's kind of what brings us together.
So for people listening that maybe are down the same path, but shit hasn't taken off, because it sounds like, things are happening.
Oh, yeah.
Coincidentally, right after you're on dropping bombs, by the way.
Get on dropping bombs.
Yeah, go on dropping
that's
bombs,
the
man. Make
lesson
some
here,
stuff
folks.
happen.
You guys want on dropping bombs, trust me. And by the way, you just go to droppingbombs.com and apply to be on, because we're always looking for interesting stories. But the relationship with Sage, and then now the relationship with like a family friend, like that's how the shit works.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a ripple effect. And next thing you know, dude, it's a multi-billion-dollar app, and it's literally all started. But for people on that journey, what has been the challenge? Like give some people some inspiration. Did you ever have any hard times, or is everything smooth?
I will tell you this. Starting out when I was like still in college and still making the app, like I would have some of my best friends, fraternity brothers, pledge brothers, sit me down and have 30-minute conversations with me,
Talking you out of it,
explaining every single reason why it wasn't going to work. And they're like, because of this, like the logistics of this. And I mean, these are people that are getting 35s on their ACT, but these really smart people can't see like that. They're not visionaries. They're like, oh, I'm going to get an A+ on my test, you know? So it's like, no matter what anybody says, like even your parents or your siblings or best friends, it's like, you have to just be so delusional in the fact that you know it's going to work, because you're only delusional until you're a genius, and then it works.
And everything's impossible until it's been done.
Correct.
And I want to add to that. Write your goals on, I have all my goals on my phone
Correct.
screen. And, I've always, had a passion for construction. So it's very, related to real estate and stuff. But just staying consistent and having the vision. I mean, some people get discouraged when they don't meet a goal, but when you have a vision, they're separate, right? The vision is the ultimate,
purpose.
Yeah. It's all purpose driven too. It's got to have a purpose. And money can't be the purpose. If you're money hungry, it's, you're going to be disappointed in the end. It's got to be purpose driven. It's got to be to help others. It's got to be, glorifying God too. I pray a lot. We pray. And so that's also made a lot of connections for us.
100%.
Everything happens for a reason, but to add to that, staying consistent and staying focused and just every single day putting in the work. You got to show up even when you don't feel like showing up.
And
that's it.
Honestly, just being able to take the risk. I mean, especially, in your 20s,
take the risk.
Being able to take the risk. It's just like, some people are like, oh, I'm going to play it safe. It's like, playing it safe is going to end up way worse than taking the risk, especially in the long run.
Worst case scenario, the thing flopped, then you do another one.
Exactly.
You know how many businesses I tried to start before any of them actually worked?
Exactly.
And everyone always told me this wouldn't work. This one we're sitting in.
And now we're in the Dropping Bomb studio.
Well, yeah, Dropping Bomb, matter of fact, Dropping Bombs, they told me, dude, everyone's got a podcast. Why you want to start one? Dude, now I'm getting calls from like digital service providers saying,
Exactly.
Dude, you're getting a lot of listeners. I see a little growth there. I'm telling you, like, dude, back in 2018, I was thinking people were coming in and out. So I might as well like grab a microphone and get something, on a microphone while they're here. Cause they were here filming courses.
Yeah,
because
that's pretty cool.
There's a training software business. Like I just started, I only use it for dropping bombs because I own it. But, Dropping Bombs is now a business. Like it's doing 7 figures or high 7 figures, about ready to hit 8 figures. But my point is, they told me not even to do the podcast. Everybody was like, dude, everyone's got a podcast.
Yeah.
And I said, so what? And they're like, well, what do you mean? Like, why are you going to just do it like everybody else? I said, dude, there's people coming in here. I might as well sit them down and pick their brain, see what worked for them, what didn't. And then maybe somebody's listening. They can like avoid challenges and shit. And not only that, they're already here.
Yeah, and monetize it.
Yeah, well, I didn't even think about that.
It's a huge networking opportunity.
But to your point, it wasn't for the money, even though now it's generating money.
Yeah.
It was to help people that are trying to build businesses and go out and take some risk, learn from people before them.
100%.
And that's what it does. And again, then it started connecting people, and then people started like freaking, I've launched careers on here. I've launched businesses on here.
100%.
Where like before they came on, they were like, making $100,000 a year net. They call me like 3 weeks after the podcast. They're like, dude, your listeners are so engaged. This one called Magi, giving them another little shout out, but it's called Magi. All they did was they took all the AI models and put a layer in front. So you just pay for Magi and it gives you access to all of them.
Yeah.
So like, who wouldn't do that?
Smart. I've heard of some software.
And like I've had a bunch of people call me and say, dude, I signed up for Magi. I heard about it. It's unbelievable. And the founder of Magi's texting me every day going, dude, how do I get back on your podcast?
Yeah.
Like, dude, it literally blew shit up.
Yeah. And
So-
you took the risk. I mean,
Yeah, well, again,
you could've just
I didn't listen to people.
Yeah.
That was good advice.
I mean, people try to play it safe. You go have a job for 20 years and then they let you go. And it's like, you didn't take the risk and it still didn't work out. So it's like, you might as well take the risk.
What'd your parents tell you, advise you?
I was very fortunate to have parents that kind of like set the mold for me when I was young. They're like, look, like as long as you work hard enough, anything's possible. So like that was kind of like the ideals I was raised with. Now I was doing another company at the time. My mom was like, maybe we should just wait. But like, I always wanted to find that disruptor. Like that's my passion. When we were talking about passions, it was like finding something that's going to disrupt an industry and change it forever. So like when I came up with the idea, I couldn't even let myself go a week before I was like, I'm all in. Like I have to do this because if I don't do this, somebody's going to do it and I'm going to regret it for the rest of my life. And it's the best decision I ever made.
And what about your construction?
So it's a long story, but I'll make it short. Dropped out of college at 18.
It's a good story.
Always had the vision for building cities and skyscrapers one day. I want
to own them. You want to build them? I want to own them.
I want both.
We're going to own them.
Yeah.
We're going to build a smart city.
Always had the vision, no college degree, no experience in the industry, and actually wrote letters out to a bunch of CEOs in my area. And one of them replied and ended up hiring me as a project manager, and worked there for maybe a year and a half. And during that started my own remodeling business, and it, took off from there. And then I've been doing that for 6-7 years now, and continuing to scale it and bringing more people in, building systems, building, the team. You got to have a team. You got to have systems put in place to build a successful business, So, man, I've been doing it since.
What would you say to young whippersnappers that are afraid to make a jump? There's people listening right now. They've had ideas, but they've never done it. What would you say to those guys listening?
I get people call me like that I grew up with. They're like, hey, I think I'm going to start a side hustle. And if you want to do something on your own, it's all in or nothing. It's not a side hustle. It's all in. And you've got to have the balls to get out there and do it. There's no other way to put it. I mean, when your 9-to-5 income gets cut off and you get that last check, and then it's up to you to create your own schedule and fill your calendar and drive your own income. It's hard, but you got to figure it out. You have social media as a free tool to use and research.
100%.
You have no excuse not to do it other than you're scared. And so it's really just getting past that barrier. And then once you make that first check on your own, it builds a little bit of confidence in yourself to where, okay, let me get the next check. And then, once you start making money on your own, the confidence comes in, and then, it just grows from there. So,
Well, I would push back on that just a smidge myself.
Yeah.
Only because you don't have to be all in.
But why not?
Because you don't. All you need to do is start. Like people don't win because they don't start and they don't keep going. You don't have to go all in. I didn't go all in on shit that I've done that's worked out. I tested it, which was not all in. I tested it. And guess what? Oh, it worked a little bit. Then I grew it a little bit. Then I grew it a little bit. And then it started growing bigger than what I was doing. So then I'm like, wait a minute, shit. If I put more time into this, then I went all in. But if someone said you got to go all in, you don't have to. And a lot of people won't because that's such a scary thing. Like all in, and then they don't move at all.
I think it's different for everyone.
Yeah. I mean, some people have to go all in because they won't move otherwise. Like they call it burn the boats.
Yeah.
Dude, I do not recommend people burn the boats. I think you're a fucking idiot if you burn the boat. Like that was a perfectly good boat. It was there just in case you needed it. Like think about being on an island and you have a boat in case you need to get off. And, you know, someone comes along and says, dude, burn the boat. And then you burn the boat because you think, I got to burn the boat. And now you're fucked.
Yep.
No,
Now you need off the island and there's no boat. You burnt it.
just build a bigger one.
Again, that's the only option,
Gotta
isn't
have
it?
the vision. You've got to.
But trust me, there are some cases where the best advice for people would not be, you have
the
to go
boats.
all in.
Yeah.
I think people should. You're probably
Yeah.
going to get there quicker that way. And I see what you're saying, which again, I agree with, but I don't think you have to.
I see what you're
Maybe
saying.
not
as
at the
well.
start, but I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like there's a crossroads to where you get you're exactly what you said. You kind of
Yeah.
get into it, and then you hit a point to where it's like, okay, I got two ways I can go.
Yep.
And it's like I can lean into this and really go all in, or I could kind of still half-ass it.
But there's some people like a side hustle is exactly where they should start because they ain't got the balls to go all in.
100%.
So at least start a side hustle
100%.
because a lot of times those side hustles turned into freaking main hustles.
That's true.
And they never would have started if they didn't just start a little side hustle. And not only that, dude, you got kids.
No.
See, there's people out there that are way older than you and they still haven't found anything because they were listening to their parents and they were listening to their friends and they were doing all the shit. And so they just kept their job because stay safe. That's what we need to do. And they've never taken a chance. And they're scared to now. They got kids, they got bills, they got car payments. Like if this doesn't work, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
So they just stay safe. When in reality, to those guys, I say, start a little side hustle. Don't throw it all away. Don't risk your house and your kids' diapers. Like stay safe, do your work. But then when you get home, quit being a tired, lazy guy, get some purpose and start a side hustle.
Yeah.
And then work on that a little bit as much as you can. And then guess what? It starts growing. Dude, I've seen a lot of people start that way
Migrate.
and then they quit because now they found a little confidence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it honestly boils down to being like some people can't comprehend working more than 8 hours a day. So it's like some people can comprehend like going to work all day and then coming home and working on like their stuff. So
Well,
like,
that's where the purpose comes in,
exactly.
man.
I mean, it's-
Because if
it's
if you
difficult.
just want money, then it's not going to work.
It's not easy though. It's
No,
not
it's
easy
not.
to work all day and then come home to kids and a family and have to work on your side hustle.
Well,
You know,
you got to sacrifice, don't you?
Yep.
Sacrifice to be great.
Yep.
Well, remember this. This is a Bradley original.
Let's hear it.
If you don't sacrifice for what you want becomes the sacrifice.
Ooh.
So you're going to sacrifice either way.
100%.
And to me, it's like it was a no-brainer. I jump, I go all in on things, but that's because I'm not afraid of losing. Like I've been broke, and if I go broke again, dude, I'll get it back. I'm not concerned. So like I'll take risks that most people wouldn't. But if you look up the definition of entrepreneur, what do you think it says? Have you ever looked it up? Someone who takes larger than normal financial risk, especially in business. That's what an entrepreneur is.
Wow.
So again, how much have you dropped into SipSkip?
150.
Yeah, like, dude, what if you lost it? Dude, you're fucking young. So what? What if you have
Figure
to
it
get a
out.
job
Go
again?
get it back.
Go
Figure
get
it
it.
out.
Go get a job again. Work for his construction company. Is it still running?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I want to get into development. All right, land development. I want to own skyscrapers. Like, dude, those are the coolest freaking things on the planet, if you ask me. There's one in Nashville, Tennessee
agree.
that I want. They call it the Batman Building.
Batman building.
You ever seen it? You ever been to Nashville?
Mm-mm.
Google Nashville skyline.
A Batman building.
Dude, it's the
behind
coolest
me?
building ever, dude.
What is this?
That's Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
No, it's Vegas.
But yeah, the Batman Building in Nashville, just the coolest looking freaking building, dude.
Batman.
I want it, but I want to own it. I don't care about building it.
Nah, I see what you're saying.
So what's next for you guys? You got OSTRYX going. So if people want to, build an app, they got an idea. Is that it? Let me see.
Pretty sick.
Yeah. If they have an app, they want an idea, or they have an idea, they want to get a website designed, an app developed, OSTRYX. Where do they go? OSTRYX.
OSTRYX.com, or even if you want to, you can reach out to me on Instagram. I could put you in the right direction as well.
And you guys know where to find him on Instagram, don't you? Where do they find you?
Just at Ethan Karian.
They found him before. Where do they find you?
At Sage Gable.
Sage Gable. And then again, you guys can, get apps developed. You don't have to, buy into the SipSkip. What if there's non-drinkers and they're like, especially if you're into God, you guys are promoting alcohol.
We're not promoting alcohol. We're just promoting the nightlife atmosphere and in the venues. The venues are promoting themselves.
Well, all you're really promoting is getting alcohol faster.
Yeah.
Well,
are you guys going to move to weed and heroin and coke?
No.
I've had several conversations with people in my hometown and people that I know about that.
They busting your balls?
Some, and it's not an easy conversation, but at the end of the day, it goes down to the purpose, and sometimes you've got to get in the trenches and make something work, and
or just ask for forgiveness after your ability.
Yeah.
Hey, but I was always wondering, especially when you brought up the God thing, because there's going to be people that are like, you guys are promoting alcoholism.
Yep.
You guys are terrible people. Well, how do you wrestle with that?
It's a good question. I asked a big pastor who said the same thing to me, and
did he?
I said, yeah, he did. And I said, well, what would you recommend I do? And he didn't have an answer. So,
because dude, I mean, they might be honorable haters, but those are still haters.
I mean, it's
alcohol.
There's a huge gap.
You guys, you're not
question.
Promoting where to get freaking cocaine on the south side of Chicago.
No.
Alcohol's legal. These people are going in there to drink.
It's going to be there anyways.
They're going to be there anyways, and you're providing a freaking honest solution.
It's a $36 billion a year industry. It grows every single year, and honestly, like the SipSkip Pass is one thing, but I mean, we're also promoting convenience. We're streamlining nights. We're showing people like where the fun is. It's a lot more than just getting your drinks faster now.
Would you ever consider putting a button in there to 12-step programs in case someone's a sip skipper from hell?
We've thought about putting the I forgot who does this. DraftKings does this on all their ads, but we've thought about putting the alcohol help number
disclaimer
on
that's what I mean. Because if you go to the casinos, it says if you have a gambling problem.
Yeah, we thought about that for sure.
And then that goes to a casino host so they can get you a bigger credit line.
Oh my gosh. No, it's funny you brought that up.
All right, well, folks, you guys know where to follow them. You know what you can do. What can the Bomb Squad do for you guys other than download the app? Drink responsibly.
Yes, sir.
Drink responsibly, and just have fun and be safe when you're.
What about
the
Skippy merch? Hasn't dropped yet.
So
this is the first 2 of 2 so far.
2 of 2. So we just got these Skippy hats in, and the idea behind this is we want to create a brand behind SipSkip that's not just having a shirt or a hat that says SipSkip. I feel like that's very promotion, in your face, like SipSkip. We want to create something that it's kind of fun. It's kind of edgy. Oh, we're Skippy, it kind of resonates, but it's its own little thing,
Maybe you do the pink and white one for the girls, and those are Skippy-licious.
Oh, I like that.
That's a great idea.
Skippy-licious.
We're making those.
Yeah, girls want their version.
I'm sold on that.
Yeah, I'm sold on that.
And then what's with the red Solo cup, the Speedy cup?
So yeah, this is our logo, and we want to have a logo to where you see it and you automatically brand recognition. You understand okay, that flying red Solo cup is SipSkip. We didn't want to have a logo that's just our word.
You should come out with the whole merch line that has the reds, because that's just a cool logo anyway.
Yeah, we're working on it.
And then t-shirts with little sayings, cool sayings that kind of mean shit,
Skippy.
Lames wait.
Why wait?
Yeah, or why wait? But lames wait.
Lames wait.
Lames wait.
Lames do wait.
Yeah.
Dude, you don't wait, bro. You walk into the bar like you own the bitch, and you roll out like you sold it.
Yep.
Ooh. I walk into bars, dude. I want to be the coolest dude there, so I'll be, let me buy everybody a drink. I'm the big mouth that wants to
Always
start
status.
the party. Yeah, you just want to get the place rocking, but you don't want to do that when you walk in and dude, it's 5 deep and you're sitting there and you're trying to be cool in front of your girl and you can't get a drink for 40 minutes. You ever been to those bars?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe
dude, SipSkip's the answer, bro.
Yeah,
you just fucking open up your app and you go bink, and they're like, now you might want to do an incognito so I can just pretend I'm cool and not let my girl know it's SipSkip. Kind of like what they do with Viagra.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's
That's
people that'll walk into the bathroom, say they got to go to the bathroom because they're about ready to head out. They go into the bathroom and pop a Viagra.
That's funny.
They don't brag about it. They
No.
they don't want them to know that they had help there.
Advertise that.
Yeah, so it's like SipSkip's kind of like that, where I want to look cool, getting that attention that it gets me, but without having to hold up my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that's
Make it a premium. Where, dude, I just press the app and put in my description. You know what I'm saying?
Funny as fuck.
You know, guy in the black shirt with the blonde, you know, enter. And the bartender goes, "What you need, dog?"
No.
Or maybe some sort of like Bluetooth, it just talks. How about something where I don't have to hold it up more than once? Dude, that's a legit one too.
I like that.
Let me walk in, go up to the bartender, one sip, skip, bang. And I like, you know how when they take your card, you want to leave the tab open?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with SipSkip, where, dude, you want me to just whack you every time?
We're actually creating we're creating a gold pass, and it's gonna be a subscription based model to where all of the venues that decide to partner with us and have the SipSkip model in their venue, because like we can have venues on a platform just for the data, but when they decide to partner with us, they're gonna create a gold pass section of the bar. It's gonna be like their own VIP section. It's up to them to make it as cool as possible for people to want to have the gold pass in their city. And what it's going to do for the venue is someone walks up with a gold pass, the venue can scan it with the QR code, and they get paid per gold pass member that comes into their section. It's something like you walk up to the guy, you show it to him, he like undoes the thing, lets you in. Now the gold pass can be anything from like a bottle service section or like a literal own part of the bar to where it's like they have their own bar they can order from. So they're not with like the normal people, you know, there's like the normal bar and then like there's like the gold pass. So it's like exclusive deals. Maybe there's like higher net worth people in there so you can do more networking, but it's going to be like exclusive parts of the bar.
Yeah.
And they're going to have like VIP access. Like they're probably not going to be waiting in the long line, you know?
Well, all I know is I wouldn't want to keep showing my phone every time.
Yeah.
So if there's some sort of VIP upgrade that I can buy where, yeah, I might have to show it the first time so they can, you know, connect to it somehow. But once I did this once, dude, the rest of it's just, and they have some way of whacking my passes because I know that they basically touch it or something.
Yeah,
how do you get rid of the pass?
Yeah. They redeem it and click their name.
Yeah. Now, again, if you ask bartenders, I'll bet you they'd say implement that one too. Because again, I mean,
So
now they got to do this every time. And why? So we can track it.
Well, there's also the other aspect of that, of the like the social proof. So if somebody sees someone sip skipping, they see them. The more people see people do it,
which is happening.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah,
I know, but
so the bartender's going to make more money the more someone sip skips.
Yeah,
I know, but again, the first couple maybe, but dude,
I see what
real ballers, and if you ask me, that's who that's designed for. Because cheap asses are just going to wait in line
for sure,
save their frickin' $10 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Real people, they're not worried about that extra money. They just want to drink faster, which is what started it all, which is
100%.
a brilliant idea. But real ballers, they don't want to hold their phone up every single time.
Yeah. They need their own pass.
Yeah. And you shouldn't want me to, even though it's benefiting you, because when I do this, everybody, it's free advertising for SipSkip. But like every time, does
the bartender still earn per pass though, or per trip?
Well, yeah, but you got to figure out how, like, his POS would be like, oh, that's a sip skipper. Mm-hmm. So now it's like, it's just a pass. All I'm doing is saying, when I walk up, it's the same thing I do with 100. Yeah. All I'm saying is, dude, here, every time I walk up, I'm more important than all these people. And a lot of real, you know, people with money, they do that. Like, I'm not the only one that does that. There's people that take care of the bartender, so they do skip the bullshit lines.
Maybe it's just a $100 SipSkip pass that if I'm that bartender that redeems it, I get a big chunk of money instead of a little chunk of money.
Or something.
And I know that he's my guy. I got to get him every time.
Yeah, or like an unlimited skip pass where it's maybe $300. Because I don't know, you go through your analytics and see what's the average that they're paying and making. Like how many?
3 to 7 is the SipSkip pass.
Yeah.
And then how much are skip passes?
Three
well,
to seven.
$3 to $7 is the price point.
But
Like
how many do they use on an average?
like a user, I would say probably 3-ish.
So you make it to where, hey, if you just do 6, for example,
Yeah.
which is double your normal.
Yeah.
Well, then we're good.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a buffet, all you can eat. You know, you'll lose on a couple of fatties, but most
you can
people are
skip.
not going to eat you more than you charged.
Yeah.
So similar to the Gold Pass idea, where I can buy a SipSkip pass that just establishes me king of the bar. Call it the Crown Pass. Yeah, they're 5 times more than a pass, but you only need one.
Yeah.
And the bartender, there's some incentive where the bartender means that's the guy you want to, hey, when he walks up and wants to drink, drop
That's
what
who-
you're doing.
That's who I'm going to. Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'll keep giving you guys ideas.
I like that a lot.
If you
I
don't
do.
like
Yeah.
them, don't use them. If you do use them, every good idea is worth a dropping bombs badge somewhere in the app.
And we appreciate that too.
No,
So
we
thank
do.
you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. All the ideas.
Folks, you guys heard it. And by the way, investors, boom, there still might be a chance for you. The other one you just said, I forgot to point out. Oh yeah, bars. Like if you're a bar and you guys want this data and these crowds, because eventually, dude, you're going to be able to control crowds by putting up
100%.
notifying push notifications.
Yep.
I'm sure you have, right?
Yep. And bars can promote themselves through the SipSkip spotlight. They can put themselves at the top of the list.
Yeah. So if you're a bar or a bar owner or a conglomeration, you work for like these big nightclubs,
Yep.
reach out, folks, tell them the Bomb Squad sent you, drink responsibly, and more importantly, keep it real.